Hello everyone, how's everybody going? I'm taking you on a little journey with me today. I thought I'll probably share with everyone. You know, sometimes like you be down and out and you just feeling some type of way, things not going bad. So I always ask myself like, okay, why are these things happening? What can I do to like help the situation or whatever? You know, of course, you pray, you ask God to reveal some things to you, you know, reveal what's going on and what do you need to do to take steps to make things go forward, to go right or whatever. So lately just been having a lot of issues going on. You know, I have my son, he's going to court. Excuse me. It's a funeral procession. I'm sorry. I have my son who is going to court, so I'm dealing with that. 15 years old, mixed up in the wrong crowd, did some dumb stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now he have to pay for it. You do things wrong in life, it's consequences that you have to pay for it. And, you know, I want him to pay for the consequences. That way that in the future he'll, you know, realize, hey, I can't do stuff like this, because if I do, this is what's going to happen. These bad consequences, this not right, and I'm not even like that anyway. So I'm dealing with that, going back and forth, but he's like in good spirit about it or whatever. You know, he understand now. Maybe that's what it took, because thank God something worse could have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, could have ended up dead, could be in prison for the rest of his life. So, you know, I thank God that he saved him on this. So then I'm just going through a transitional phase. I'm ready to move out of Cleveland, Ohio. It's just like I can't take the pressure here. Like, I just want a fresh start on a whole new journey, just a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? Go, move, and just start all over again, and just see what all God got for me. So I'm, you know, seeing kind of things that I want to do, but I don't know if I want to do it. Then, you know how sometimes, sometimes you get, you be all over the place with, like, with your thinking and different stuff like that. So you be thinking like, should I do this? Should I do that? You do this, you do that, and that don't work out. You know what I'm saying? So now I cater at home. I used to have a restaurant. So when I chose to close down my restaurant because it wasn't generating enough money, I came back home and started cooking back at home. So it was going good. I was in the phase because, you know, when you lose something, even though it don't matter if you had to do it or if you forced to do it, it's still something that you started and you lost. So you just, I don't know why this funeral man coming this way, sorry. So you just lost, but you still, you know, when you go through a loss of something, you still grieve. You have to grieve that process. So I was grieving that process, and then I had got to a sunken place about it. You know what I'm saying? Then I wouldn't do nothing. I stopped selling food at home. I let my bills pile up to the sky. At this point, I didn't care anymore. I was just so over everything. I just didn't care. Then I got myself out of that, you know what I'm saying? So in the midst of me doing that, bills accumulated. So I had to get back on my feet with the bills, get my bills in order. You know, I worked so hard on my credit. Now I got my credit, you know, working back on my credit, because my credit just was A1, but they don't care. 1 month of missing a payment, late payment, take your score down 200 some points, and all that hard work that I just did went out the door with it or whatever. So, you know, I was working on getting caught up on like all my bills. So, you know, things, you know, as life go, it was going good or whatever. So now is like a stuck place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you get in a stuck place, you don't know what God trying to tell you, but he trying to tell you something because he cuts off all access to you. And I'm saying access as far as like money, people, relationships, things of that nature. All that type of stuff started to get cut off. And you just be sitting here like, wow, I don't know what I want to, like, what's going on. And I just think it's a time that when you get stuck like that, when everything just come crashing down, just stop. Just stop and take a breather and just close down for a couple of days or whatever. Like, you know, if you used to this going on, then it didn't happen. Like, I'm used to when I cook, I sell out of everything. Now everything is like a halt, a stop. So, you know what I'm saying? Then you get stuck with a lot of food. So I used to throw it away, but I said, no, I'm not going to do that. You know, just because I didn't make no money off of it, that don't mean somebody can eat it or whatever. So I decided today, you know what I'm saying, things ain't looking good, but it's people that's worse off than me. So I decided to, you know, go downtown in Cleveland, Ohio, and, you know, pass out a few dinners that I had left from yesterday, you know, to show gratitude towards them, and to realize, like, hey, you might be in a situation that you're in, but it's somebody that's way worse. But like I tell other people, that doesn't mean you don't have the right to feel how you feel, because God gave us emotions. He gave us feelings. If he didn't want us to have those things, he wouldn't have gave it to us. So it's okay to cry about your situation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, grieve the process, but in the midst of the process, don't stop being who you is. Just because I just use, okay, like me, I'm a cook. I cook for a living to make money. Okay, just because I might not be making no money, that don't mean that I should stop cooking. If I can't sell it, give it away. You know, good deeds always come back. Sow seeds. You know what I'm saying? You cook all that food, then you might get stuck with it. Instead of throwing it in the trash, go give it to somebody that's homeless, that don't eat, that's living out on the streets. And then I think you'll regain yourself and make you feel like, okay, God, I'm gonna trust the process. I know things not as they are, but I'm not in this predicament that these people are in. So let me just take it back a notch, calm down, and trust you. And in the meantime, still do good deeds. Because in the world that we living in now, don't nobody want to do good deed. Everything is for show. People's intentions are not good. So in the midst of you going through the process, pray for revelation for things. Enjoy the process. The process, he didn't say the process was going to be easy. He didn't say it was going to feel good either. You know, every time us humans feel uncomfortable or uneasy, we tend to not like it. I mean, which that's human of us. Because who likes to feel uncomfortable? Who likes to feel hurt? Who likes to feel the unknown? You know what I'm saying? So my advice with that is just do good deeds. Do good deeds and keep praying. You know what I'm saying? If whatever you going through and it's something not successful that you're going through, sow a seed in that. You know, mine's is cooking food. I'm sowing a seed. I'm going to give some less fortunate people some food. I'm sowing my seed. And I'm going to still continue to carry on and do everything that I'm supposed to do. So if you got a whatever business you got, go to another business, sow a seed in it, pray on that seed. Every seed, mustard seeds grow up to be huge, gigantic trees. So if something that little can get that big, why you can't trust God like that? Because that's how he is. Because this little stuff compared to what he got going for us, he got way more for us. So all we got to do is just trust the process. So I'm going to have to trust the process. I'm going to have to believe what I say. And I'm going to have to do what I have to do. know. Don't nobody like to feel uncomfortable, but it's a process. It's something more that's going to happen. That when I look back on life, I can be like, you know what? I sent you there, God. You didn't. If you would have gave it to me this early, I wouldn't have thought about you. So you had to think of stuff like that. So in the midst of my, I call it free time, because if I say I get up at this time to sell dinners and I'm not doing nothing to sell dinners, do something, work something towards one of your goals in your free time. If I don't have nothing to do, let me work on some stuff on my credit, send out dispute letters, call creditors and try to make payment arrangements. Like, hey, I'm late, I'm going through something, but I want to work this out with you. Can I send you this, send you that? Do that. I'm in the midst of writing a book. So while I'm sitting at home waiting for somebody to call for some money, I can be writing something for some future money. That's future money that I'm going to make. I can get the book done. I can get a lot of stuff done. So that's why you have to trust the process. In the process, when everything is not going right, do some things that you can do in your control. And then you can understand later, like, hey, this all worked out for the good. If I would have never went through that, I would have never finished writing my book. If I would have never went through that, I would have never started that business. You have to think of life like that. Life is a process, and you just have to trust it. You have to trust it. Nothing. If it's so easy, then everybody will do it. And you can't look at other people's success. You know, you click on Instagram, you see all these people, and you, in your mind, you think they successful because they got this, they doing this, they doing that. But you don't know what other people are going through in life. So don't look at other people on Instagram and then be jealous of their success or what you say is successful for them. See, that's a big difference. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to pour down, talk to a couple of homeless people, try to see how did they get there, and see if I can give them some word of encouragement, give them some food. And I'll let them know every time I get stuck with some stuff, I will be down here and serve it to you just like I serve it to somebody that's paying for it. I hope this video encouraged somebody today. Encourage you or someone, if you know someone, share it with them that's going through a process that they feeling down and out. Thank you all, and have a blessed day.